Bloodlust. I'm weird. Guess what today is? Oh my gosh! So we're getting into the Jeffree Star Bloodlust collection. I just picked up the beautiful Bloodlust palette. It looks stunning, and I'm ready to get into all of the nitty-gritty with you guys. First off, this palette is $54. I do have some comments about this palette. We'll get into that in a second. There are 5 lip glosses, 18 shades each. I have 4 of the lip glosses. They sold out with one, which is probably a good thing. I need to chill it with the lip glosses, but I decided to put Sorcery on, so that is what I have on my lips right now. And then I did order the Extreme Frost online, and that one is $50. So let's get into the swatches of this palette. I did do swatches outdoors, and I did swatch it backwards this time. For some reason, I was really feeling about starting with this shade, going here and across, you know. So we're gonna go through these swatches here. So first shade is Betrayal, Vile Serpent, Blood Queen, Monarchy, Vivid Moon, High King, Executioner, Bleeding Heart, Pink Magic, Sworn Enemy, Scandal Water, Dungeon, Royal Pain, Wet Jewelry, Beauty Sleep, Deviant, Take the Crown, and Your Majesty. And that is all of the swatches in all of its glory. Now, let's talk about the color story. So, I actually am very on board with this color story of this palette, and I was talking to my friend Crystal Ryan about this, and she thought this would be a really good point to make in my video, because just looking at it and considering it is all purple, I understand all sides of where people are coming from. I do understand that, yes, I could have gone with more purples, but this also is a pretty versatile palette if you think about it. So if you just cover up like this whole part of the palette, like that part of the top of the palette is super like soft, romantic, and then like if you take it and cover up like this part, it's still soft, but it definitely has like those interesting pops of like that green, turquoise, the blue, and then that kind of like mauvey purple shade. And then like covering up this part of the palette, you take away all of those blues, and it is more of a Valentine's Day-y purpley red palette. I'm actually not going to be doing a purple look with this palette. I am going to be doing 3 looks with this palette, but for my initial look, I have been so drawn to, all of the lip glosses just fell. I've been so drawn to this shade, these 3 shades, and this turquoise shade and the green shade, which is so weird because that's not purples and this is a purple palette. So we're gonna get kind of grungy with this look. So I'm gonna pry my eyes. Let's get into doing this look. One last thing that I forgot to mention was the actual packaging. So with the packaging, it is pretty big. It's the size of like my whole hand. And then this is a blue blood, so it pretty much fits long ways. You know what I'm trying to say. It fits the blue blood on like the flat sides. Other thing is, I'm not a big fan of how it is sealed. Ooh, because once you get like a light grasp of like the top here, like I could literally open up with one hand. So it opens pretty easily, but the only thing is, because this is on the top, I don't want someone to be like, oh, let me just grab it, and then it's like, you know. But I do want to point that out, that I don't know if it's just mine's or if it's everybody's, but it is pretty easy to open this up. And the mirror part is pretty heavy. Both sides are pretty heavy, so it is kind of awkward, but I do appreciate that it does lay all the way down and it doesn't have like you know, it doesn't like stop awkwardly. It is kind of an awkward palette, but I mean, if you're buying Jeffree Star, like, you're not looking for a convenient grab and go kind of palette for everyday use. I mean, you could, this could be your everyday use palette, but like, you know what I mean? You're not looking for your 6-pan neutral palettes. But I did want to point out the ease of opening it up in case someone accidentally grabs their palette the wrong way and then it like flies out from underneath you, because that happened to me. All right, let's get into this first look. I primed my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, and the first shade that I want to take is Deviant. So this is more like a pastel purple, and I'm obsessed already. Okay. I am gonna use the heck out of this for Easter. Oh my gosh. That went on so easily. Look at how fast that builds up. Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna blend it kind of in this like inner nose brow area. All right, next shade that I want to go into is Scandal Water, the blue. So I'm gonna start putting this in my crease, but I wanted to open up a conversation with you guys. So I'm really curious what you guys think of the color story of this palette. Is it what you expected? Are you obsessed with it? Are you disappointed? Do you feel like there should be more purples? I'm really curious to know what you guys are thinking, because when I first saw it, I was actually really excited for everything, but I did hear about all of the people who had the opinion of where's all the purples, and I was wondering if anyone thought that way, because I'm really curious to see that everyone's opinions are different. But I honestly personally, like with the Blue Blood palette, I really liked it, and I still really like it, but in honest reality, I don't really reach for it all that much. And I feel like with the pops of like red and green, blue, and then there's kind of like mauve-y purples and pinks with the turquoise and the black, there's a little bit more versatility in the palette. I'm gonna go back in with Deviant, blend out that blue. That blue was pigmented. This palette is hitting my satisfaction. I'd also like to know, did you guys pick it up? Did you order it online? Are you still debating about it? And then I'm gonna take that blue shade, the Scandal Water shade, and I'm gonna blend it under my lower lash line. Oh, okay, so that purple definitely had a little bit of a change to it. And then I'm gonna take the shade High King. I wanna pop that on the like inner lower part of my lash line. All right, next shade is Dungeon. I don't really know the best way to describe this shade. Kind of like a muted plummy purple, but I'm gonna pack it on my outer corner first. I'm gonna take that Dungeon shade and Scandal Water mixed together and just blend it into my crease a little bit more. Blend it out. So far, I am like really pleasantly surprised by the quality of all these shades. I think I'm shocked because with the Blue Blood, there were a couple of shades that were deeper that I had a little bit of problem with. I'm just gonna take that same deep shade and run it along my lash line. With these, like even that deep shade blended out so easily. All right, I have been dying to dig into this green shade called Sworn Enemy. Oh, it's so pretty, and I think it's gonna look super awesome with this look. Let's see. Oh yes. Oh, look at how pretty that green looks with all those shades. All right, I think I want to add just a teensy bit more bling. So I'm gonna take the shade Take the Crown, this light purple up here, and I'm gonna take it on a blending brush and put it in my inner corner and then up into my crease just a bit. And then I'm gonna take the shade Beauty Sleep. This is like a light lavender and gold shimmer. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone with that. And then I'm gonna take the shade Wet Jewel and I'm gonna pop it right on the inner corner. All right, I'm gonna put on some eyeliner, lashes, the whole shebang. All right, I am feeling myself with this look. Added some lashes. I have, let's see, the Jeffree Star lip liner in Leo, and I changed out the lip gloss. I put on the shade Wizard's Glass because it has like a little bit more of like a nude, but with like a purpley gold reflect to it. It's really interesting, but I thought it would be a nice complementing shade to this more grungier, colorful look. And then I took the Fenty eyeliner in Cute Tang in my waterline to tie in more of the pink that I put on my inner corner. But this is the completed look. It did come out a little bit more purple than I was really expecting it to be. Unfortunately, I don't know what style lashes these are. My lash collection is a mess right now, but let me know what you think of this look. 3 looks, 1 palette coming to you guys tomorrow, and I'm excited to play with this palette. Y'all, I haven't been so excited to play with the palette in so long, but for some reason, this color story is really speaking to me, and it's making me really want to play and be a little bit more dramatic and outgoing with my makeup. I feel like I slipped into like a little bit of a lazy side of doing makeup, but now I'm like, all right, let's add the lashes, the lip liner with the lip gloss and highlighter and glitter and eyeliner, and now I want to really get into it, get my hands dirty and do like a whole look. So be excited. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys haven't seen my last video, I did a video on the first time I did my makeup with my hearing aids. I am getting a little bit more used to them, but if you haven't seen that video, I'll have that video right over here for you guys. This video will be suggested to you by YouTube, and my face will be right here. We click on it and subscribe to my channel.